Hello, radio friends. You are Another and Robert speak to you. We like every day. I communicate you on this screen. Today we have a program that will interest you a lot. Listen. We will take about alcoholic and drugs addiction or a typical that we are now submitting about to the ad we have forget some important date over time. For us of that we are accompanied by psychologist Sebastian who has speak a little about the problems and who we can get out of the communication.
Hi Roberto, thank you for inviting me to your program to tell you about this problem that many young people suffer and need help.
Based on your what can you tell us about alcoholic?
Alcoholism is a condition that generates a strong need and anxiety to drink alcohol, so there is a physical dependence on it, manifesting himself around various withdrawal symptoms where ingestion is not possible. The alcoholic has not control over the limits of their consumption, which increase as tolerate to this substance abuse. It is considered a chronic, progressive, and fatal disease by the American Medical Association, as well as another drug addiction.
In his point of view, this condition why there is a lot of uncertainties.
Look, so far there is no common cause, allowing several factors can play an important role in this development. The evidence shows that whoever has a father or mother with alcoholism is more likely to inherit these dishes. Another possible way may be the stress or problem that the person who ingress has. Some other factors associated with this condition are the need to relieve anxiety, conflict in interpersonal relationships, depression, low self-esteem, and social acceptance of alcohol consumption.
Wow, that is a real problem. For the Europe people who are team is a development and could affect their performance as well as their lives. In this forum where compression be your mind go from an early age in alcoholic in this good reality. Thanks for a community Omar and tell you who about addiction alcohol.
First of all, thank you for letting me come and begin able to tell a little about my alcoholic problem. With this that, I will tell you, I hope the many voices reflected and live in the sake of the heart. Well, my problem started when I was 16 years old. My parents, as always, for many things, and they didn't show me attention. I was in the high school and like many, I had several friends who liked the drink. At first I didn't want to try it, but I waited. I had to look good and got drunk with them. Over time, I could not live with it. I really had many problems in was getting classroom. They had food me a couple of bottles. With my parents I could not speak because they beat me, and that week I went out with my friends to contain drink since they understand. I no longer know what to do.
And tell you will again to convert this problem.
When I start working, I could buy more and more alcohol. I didn't care what the others will tell me. But one day on the street, I was more drunk than usual, and in the confusion, I attacked a person. The police stopped, and there I released hello. I have fallen. When I got out hail, they sent me to a help center to cure illness. The truth was not easy, but the end I succeeded.
Thanks you very much for signing that this experience you hopefully continue with your life. Will psychologist Sebastian apart from the problem alcohol Unless we know that there is a drug addiction, what can you tell is a your problem?
Well, drug addiction is a chronic disease that is characterized by the search and compulsive or uncontrollable consumption of the drug despite the harmful consequence it brings and the change it causes in the brain, which can be lasting. This change in the brain can generate a harmful behavior seen in people who get it. Drug addiction is also a disease with relief. Relapse occur when a person uses drugs again after trying to quit. The search and use of the drug become compulsive. This is mostly due to the effect that exposure to the drug has for a long time on the brain function. Addiction affects areas of the brain that participate in motivation and relief, learning, memory, and behavior control.
Can drug addiction be trained?
Yes, but it's not simple. This addiction is a chronic disease. A person cannot simply stop using drugs for a few days and health. Most patients need long-term of repair care in order to completely stop drug and recover their life. Addiction treatment can help a person to stop using drugs, stay away from drugs, and be produced in the family, work, and society.
Okay, thanks to you. As you always have a person who is at this addiction class, I agree to Daniel that thanks for coming a share of some of your expression without use. Tell you I have been to live on their class in the subdays.
Hello Roberto, if as you say I am stuck in my addiction, and I am not sorry to say it, the truth is seen with naked eye. I started when I was a child. I lived in poor area with my mother and my two brothers. I have had problems where I go. I did not finish school because began lazy. I had come to still to keep my addiction. I got better at working in king jobs. Used to earn what was necessary in my neighbor. I used to go in gang members to intoxicate with various substances, such as cannabis or inhaled solvent. And when we had money, we got cocaine, heroin, and ecstasy. In my house, they no longer wanted me inside. It was a problem for them, more than anything for my two brothers who are in my care for my brother. I was beginning to assert myself, and will being in the streets could not do much for me, since I spent the most time with them. I have been imprisoned for time and possession of narcotics. In jail, I spent a lot of time with you as bad people who only wanted to addict you more and more, until at some point you owe them a lot of money, and you can only cooperate with him or project your life inside from hell.
Well, it was third time. What happened? What was your experience of this? What have you done to revive this problem, right?
When I left prison, I reflected on my situation. I wanted to do something else for after today. I am helping several young people who are with these problems. They really remind me a lot, since they're very young. They are consuming 10 types of substance. What I do is help them to stop this vice. From time to time, I see them buying drugs in corners or in the parks of our town and will. They have no choice, drugs are already part of them. Now I have going to talk to able to better control my favorite habit of inhaling cocaine, and with that I can feel calmer than before. Today we go together to talks given by those in the center. We will share our experience with the young people who are going to stop there and realize that drinking is not the solution to problems.
Thanks, Daniel, for this award you give. You have many of your solid reflect question of their danger drugs. I'm God, the psychologist Sebastian, based on two testimonies we are heard. That you could recommend you to the right reps?
If you think you are addicted to any drug, recognizing that you have a problem is the first step in getting help. Many people believe they can overcome the problem alone, but that doesn't work in the most cases. Find somebody you trust to talk. For starters, it can help you to talk for a friend or somebody your age, but the best thing you can get help is to talk to an adult who can support and understand you. If you can talk to a parent, you could do with a school counselor and a family member, a doctor, your favorite teacher, or a priest. Unfortunately, overcoming an addiction is not easy. Leaving drug or alcohol will probably be one of the hardest things you ever done in your life. It is not a sign of weakness that you need professional help from an addiction counselor or psychotherapist. Most people who manage to quit drugs or alcohol need professional help or treatment to achieve it. For this, there are rehabilitation clinics for young people with this type of problem. In this place, they can help you to improve little by little.
Thanks for the recommends of psychologist Sebastian. As we have heard, there are ways to call the right size, the size, and will thanks for today. Thanks to our guest for sharing their experience out to the psychological information used later more about this rate conditional. You are more inside. Goodbye. Until the next time. Bye.